Hello. I'm going to introduce myself first. My name is Gwang-il Yung. I am 47 years old. I defected North Korea, and then now I live in South Korea. And I'm working in this organization named Free the North Korean Gulag as an external affairs manager. And my human rights have been violated and suffered ill treatment in North Korea, and I would like to speak about my experience. And I was working in the field of commerce in the middle of 90s with the partners in China. So I went to China, and I just got to know this person from South Korea. And we became friends just because we're from the same nation and history, and we had things in common. Sometimes we ate together to chatter and get to know each other. But then I had no idea that I was being monitored by North Korean security agency. And when I came back to North Korea on the 22nd of July in 1999, I suddenly got arrested by the police. And I had no idea why. And I was being tortured for 3 months without knowing any reason why. And you can see the pictures outside this conference room about all the types of different tortures that prisoners go through in North Korea. And after these 3 months of torture, they were asking me whether I was doing spying work for South Korean government. And this is what they were investigating me about. But I had no idea why they were asking me these questions, and I said no, I was not a spy. But then the tortures continued, forcing me to confess, including this torture named pigeon torture, where your hands are handcuffed and you are hanged to the wall for a week. So when I was arrested, I was weighing 75 kilograms. But then after 10 months, I weighed 36 kilograms. So because it was physically too difficult, I made a false confession that I was a spy. So after this false confession that I made, because of physical difficulty, I was sent to political prisoners labor camp in Yadak. But I was not even a spy, but it was not only me who had to make this kind of false confession. There were a number of other people who were just working in a foreign country, even people who were working in an embassy in a foreign country, and these people were arrested in a similar way as me. And we couldn't eat properly. We had 3 meals a day, but it was not proper food. It was made out of corn, but it was a watery soup made of corn, which was about 200 grams per a meal. They don't treat you as a human being with dignity in this camp. And when we are harvesting corn, for example, sometimes these prisoners go to steal some corn because they are starving. this little amount of corn was enough for us to quench our hunger. So the directors, the supervisors of the camp gave these corns mixed with human they mixed this corn with dirty things so that prisoners couldn't even eat. But then because we were really starving, we had to even eat it. And then our health got aggravated. And we were also sent to cut trees down, about 7 trees per day. And we had to carry them by ourselves. And it was such tough work. And in North Korea, the weather is quite cold. In such a region, with this kind of weather, it was very severe for prisoners to carry more than 7 trees per day. And then the supervisors make this promise that the prisoners will get 1 kilogram more of food if they carry more trees. So this was a place where the law of jungle ruled because people were starving. They were struggling to carry more trees even if they were subject to physical injury. And even when they had to risk death, and you are treated as less than a human being in a political prisoners camp in North Korea. In winter in North Korea, the land gets frozen with approximately 2 meters of ice. And when a prisoner dies in the camp, other prisoners have to bury him themselves. And it's impossible to do it with the 2 meters thick of land. And when the land melts, you find these dead bodies again, and they are rotten. So I would say you are treated as less than a human being even after your death in this place. After my arrest on the 22nd of July in 1999, imprisoned, I was released on the 12th of April in 2003, and in exactly 12 days, I defected North Korea to China. And then 1 year after, which was on the 22nd of April of 2004, I went to South Korea. And there is something that I want to show you here. And this is an arrest warrant used in North Korea. And if you see, there is nothing written on the part of date. So the police are distributed this kind of warrant of arrest, and they can just use this arbitrarily whenever they want against whoever they want. And the signature is already printed there. So they just need to use the signature that is already there, and they can write down the day where they want to go arrest this person. But if you look carefully at the part of the year, it says 19, which means that they are out of enough paper. So they just write down 20 and then they use it over and over again. This is the situation in North Korea.